So, Alara Prime's release must go off without a hitch. It must be flawless. And this, I know, is a lot of pressure for Fall Damage Studio, but these folks, I honestly think, can handle that pressure. Now, there are 3 aspects that we must discuss in this video that's really important for Alara's Prime release / success to be felt within this industry, especially Fall Damage being an indie studio that's on the rise. Now, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about Alara Prime. This is a first-person tactical shooter that I am super fond of. It has a twist to the game. There are 3 teams of 4 that are duking it out to complete objectives. And trust me guys, the premise, it's awesome and it plays very well, or I wouldn't be talking about it. Okay, so just take my word on that. Now for the question of the day, I must ask you guys at home, are you looking forward to Alara Prime? Let me know if you're super hyped for it, and if you could care less, let me know down in the comment section below. Guys, again, there's no right or wrong answer. I just like to hear feedback from my community and see what you guys honestly feel about the game. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big like. And if you care to stay up to date on anything Alara Prime related, please consider subscribing to the channel today. So 3 reasons as to why Alara Prime needs to release sooner rather than later. Now, reason number 1, satisfying player anticipation. Now, mind you guys, this is a heavy year for first-person tactical and round-based shooters. This is a heavy year. Okay, we have Rainbow Six Siege just doing tremendous things. We have Gears of War E-Day that is right around the corner. We have other shooters that are not round based, but that I have to highlight, Arc Raiders, that is going to make a lot of noise. These games are going to be fighting for our attention in every way, shape, and form. And now you must ask yourself, where does Alara Prime fit in here? And I'm saying this respectfully because you have to be brutally honest and you have to critique what you love. I love this game, and the player anticipation could just dwindle away. And don't let them release by a juggernaut title. Don't let them release by something that's also heavily anticipated. These guys would sink like a rock going to the bottom of a lake. And it is just that simple. The anticipation for this game has been great within the community, right? But we're trying to broaden that. We're trying to garner more attention outside of the community. Of course, we do little promotional videos here, dev blogs even, and things that really interest me, right? In my heart, like that really interests me. But moving the needle would be getting a release date for this game, and not only just having a release date, that's simple, but also having one that makes sense for the game and that actually gives it a chance to breathe and thrive in its environment. Now, a lot of studios go wrong with this and release at just terrible times, or they just release when nobody cares and there's just bigger games for gamers to care about. And I don't want that for Alara Prime, because I feel like this game is special and I feel like this is a tactical shooter that needs our attention in the worst way. Now, with all that said, it is solely up to Fall Damage Studios to make this shit happen, and let's see if they can. So, second thing that we need to worry about when it comes to Alara Prime's launch is securing itself in a marketplace. Now, my thing is this, all these titles that I have previously mentioned have a good history, all right? Or are on the brink of a great history, right? Respectively. Alara Prime has that going for itself as well, but it's not an established shooter. And the quicker that it releases to you and I and opens up to the public, the quicker that the game and the word could get around about this title being a relatively good shooter, right? Without that happening, this game just does not have legs to grow. Right? So once it establishes itself in the marketplace and say, hey guys, I'm here for you to play right now, not tomorrow, not next week, whatever the case is, right now, the sooner that we can embrace this game and see this title grow. Now, without that pressure, without themselves establishing themselves within the market, they're just not seen. And that is something that I feel Alara Prime really needs to get a grasp of right now. These guys need to see the urgency of this title releasing within a respective window of other games around it, and also releasing in an optimized manner. And hopefully we could get that down. And last but not least is improving financial stability. These guys here, they're operating on fumes, if you would. in a way. And I don't mean that, again, in no disrespect, but the budget is going on this title, right? The hourglass has been turned, okay? These guys have to release this title, right? You already know the parent companies or whoever's supporting this game, right? They're going to want to make those dividends back. They're going to want their ends. They're going to want their money. They're going to want their time investment and money investment seen for this project here. And it could only be realized if this game releases. Imagine that, guys. Imagine that. If this game releases, this game makes money. Now, I don't know how they're going to go about monetization because honestly, each time I have played Alara Prime, it didn't seem like there was like a focus on money at all, right? And that's something that I really exaggerated to the dev team and to my peers and the people in the space that are important, that you guys got to set up something monetarily wise to keep the lights on, because I know myself, I'll support and give money towards the game if I like what's going on. Keyword, if I like what's going on, right? If they have nice skins and things we care about and items that really make the game stand out in a way, I will support it. But I didn't really see that in the playtest or whatever. I didn't really see where can I invest in that manner and support in that manner. And that's something personally to me that's really worrisome, because if you don't have the dollar and cents figured out, the game's just not going to make sense monetary wise, right? So they have to nail that and understand why this game is going to be something that gamers would want to pull out their wallet for and invest in that manner, be it skins or season passes, whatever they want to sell, whatever they want to do. We have to have a reason as to why we support this game. Now, again, all these things must come together to make a package, to make an experience, and make something that's enjoyable for you and I. This brand here was super important to me because it just shows the pillars that we need to concentrate on to help this game thrive and be something special. Now, guys, I'm going to keep it all the way real. Personally, recently, when I tried to play the game, I couldn't play it, right? And some of my peers couldn't play it as well, which really sucks, which really sucks. But Alara Prime, I know they'll get their shit together down the road. Hopefully I'll be able to play this game without it crashing on me. But I wasn't able to play because the game crashed and shit. But we need things in order for this game to just work and go. Because how I see it, as time wears on, the game's interest honestly dwindles in the eyes of gamers. It just dwindles. It dwindles because people are going to look at it like, oh, I remember that game never dropped. Oh, I remember this game still hasn't dropped. Blah, blah, blah. Like so on and so forth. And again, this isn't me adding pressure, but I'm just going to keep it real. It just is what it is. Alara Prime needs to drop sooner than later, and it has to come out pretty dang solid. But again, the foundation is good. I love what I play. I fucking love the game. I love the game. With honest to God, I love the game. But they gotta come out, and they gotta come out swinging. And I think Full Damage could get the job done. So what is the truth about Rainbow Six Siege that nobody wants to admit? This video here that you're looking at is a banger. Guys, be sure to click here, and I'll be sure to see you there.